and folks have disowned a few others than me.
No, I disowned all of them anyway, so I don't see the problem there, Hank.
Lord, I guess I went and broke
Family tradition.
You only want to know, Hank, why do you drink? Hank, why do you love smoke? Why must you live out the song that you wrote? Over and over, everybody make my prediction. So if I get stoned, I'm just carrying on an old family tradition. I am very proud of my daddy's name. Although this kind of music,
I imagine a ferro rod might be useful at this moment.
stop and think
Yeah.
it over. Put yourself in my position. If I get stoned and sing all night long, it's a family tradition. Don't ask me how
Y'all see that?
do you drink? Hey, why do you love smoke? Why must you live out the songs that you wrote?
Let's see, where are we at there? There we are. All right. I'll be with you soon here. I can see you showing up there. Oops. Oops. Just like that. There we go. Shovel it in there. That's why I like them bark scoops like that. Kind of shovel it in there, funnel it in there. There you go. We're lit. Maybe. Store all of the fantastic, very valuable tools. Wyatt Hines D-Boss with tonight's light up.
They both tried to kill me. 1973. When that doctor asked me, son, how'd you get in this condition? I said, hey, hormones, I'm just carrying on an old family tradition.
Yeah, how about we doing today? Everything coming clear as I am inside. Oh my, Daphne Reloaded. What an honor. How are you, Daphne? Yeah, Daphne, you must have disappeared. Daphne, you disappeared without your wrench probably last time. That's how it goes. I understand.
But sometimes, Lord, she just ain't always around.
Well, 1 year ago, I didn't think I was gonna live, but here I am.
I can't help myself at all. And I get whiskey bent.
Well, there's the old the hearth. Oh, did I lose it? I probably lost it. Oh my. Failure to light. Thank you, Daphne. It looks like you guys and gals are going to get to watch me build yet another Tinder bundle here, I think. Because I failed. The wood was too wet, and wow. There you go. Daphne, I'm in eastern North Dakota. I believe you are a ways south of me. So anyhow, I did some time out west of Denver way back in 1991. Had a once in a lifetime opportunity to go live the dream as a wrangler out in the mountains. So I got to do that one season. Well, that'd be awesome, Daphne. Yeah. I can't really communicate with people easily on the computer. All I have is this phone, and I guess I have met some really good friends here on YouTube, and I did, well, not just on YouTube, just the internet in general. Two of them happen to be gals, and we did, in fact, meet in person. So, yeah, everything went well that way. Anyhow. Okay, I will try and look up. You know, we can do it this way too, but I'll probably end up deleting this live. So I've always been. Ryan, same to you, Ryan. Ryan, I believe you make a good neighbor for sure. Ryan's been here quite some time. Daphne, are you still watching here? Are you still watching? God, the lights in here are just terrible. Is that coming in clear? Got the secret decoder ring. One of my favorite John Deere tractors right there, the 4050, don't you know? Yes, Daphne, that would be correct. Now, you're going to have to text me because I delete all unknown numbers. You know what I mean? Is that coming in clear? So, I'm telling you, man, that email, I cannot. The doggone computer stuff, I can't make her work. But let me know if you got that loud and clear. Yep, I gotta make sure that some of the picture, Daphne, some of the picture emojis do not come in on my eyes. It looks cool. Oh, come on, YouTube. Don't leave me here. Live chat, all messages. Okay, we're good. Okay, I think Daphne's got the secret decoder number combination thingy there.
But the toughest thing
Okay, yeah, that should work, Daphne. I'm a pretty safe contact. Even Jeffrey Darty even has my phone number, and I actually had Jeff's phone number like a couple of years ago, and he'd actually text me once in a while out of the blue. It was pretty awesome. But I never did. I never bothered Jeff. I never talked to Jeff unless he talked to me. We actually had big plans. He was going to come up here and to North Dakota. We were going to go to a rally and spread out or attempt to put out some information. Anyway, long story short, Jeff never came up here to North Dakota, and we never did get to hang out together, but we were talking about it anyway. But yeah, Jeff's got my phone number. I actually met a gal on Jeff's show. Ended up meeting her in person. So as you might imagine, she had my phone number, and we talked a long time on the phone. So, yep, anytime, Daphne, anytime. Let's see. I had a failure to light on the wood stove. We need to do another tinder bundle. So I'll set y'all right here, and we'll get it done. Well, that was a failure on my part there. I didn't get any of that. I got to get some wormwood collected out there on the prairie. The K-bar with the serrated utility section of edge right there. My favorite tinder bundle crosser. You'll see why shortly, There you go. But so yeah, this is Freedom Fire. I used to get pretty wild and nasty on my Freedom Fires. I just don't anymore. Maybe I grew out of it, So I'm just gonna light it up. I used to like to share a lot of the stuff that my favorite researchers and podcasters did, A lot of the history that we've been taught is a lie. This and that is a lie. Everything's a lie. Well, I don't know any of that for sure. It seems that way to me. That's the stuff I used to be really heavily into. I still am into it. I don't feel qualified to be talking a lot about it anymore. All right. I'm just a dumb hillbilly, ex-cowman, ex-cowboy out here in the middle of nowhere, staying away from people and staying alive and trying to be happy. That's all. That's all I got to say about all that tonight. Let's get some milkweed fluff on there. That would be a text message. Probably Daphne. Daphne, I'll check with you pretty soon here, okay? Let me get the stove lit. Yeah, I know. We got a text message. Okay. Ferro rod would probably be a good idea. All right. clean that spine off. Got the milkweed. Got some, there we go. All right. Boom. Oops. Right there. That's where we wanted to hit it. That's where we wanted to hit it, and we have it now. All right. Let's not wait around too long. Let's get that in there. All right. Well, my heart is not made of knotty pine. It's probably more. It's probably busted pieces of 1055 carbon steel that's been welded back together. Just like the D17. The old D17, all welded back together. Okay. A little bit of an intentional burn there. How about that? There we go. Yeah. I have to leave that door cracked a little bit. There we go. Okay, I gotta check in with you. We got her.
All the faces up here that don't sign off with Dixie, with Indian and Sweet Home Alabama. And don't sit Jack Daniels whiskey, where they do in the Tennessee Mountain Man.
I don't think you did, Daphne. I think that's probably you. Come on. There you are, Daphne. Daphne, you made it through on text. Yeah, Jeff's probably really busy. Are we still live? Oh, good. There we go. Yeah, Daphne, I got you. I read. I was able to swipe my screen, and you're right there in text. You're there. You made it. I'm gonna save you as a contact. Everything will be good. Yeah, Daphne. No, you won't lose touch with me. I've had this phone number for a long time. Oh, that wood is just absolutely must be wet. I've lost it again. I've lost it again. Define Patriot. There we are.
And I've seen some beauty queens in El Paso, but the best looking that I've ever seen have all been in Texas.
No computer at the moment. Okay, good. Good to see. Or yeah.
Urban cowboy.
Hopefully you get that fixed soon, Daphne.
But I have often been driving pickup trucks.
Yeah.
God and luck, and I'm left to love.
Hopefully you'll at least do one video a year at least, right? I know how it goes.
I thought I'd seen beauty in faraway places till I looked upon those used and
I guess tonight is fire starting tutorial.
but they weren't
Where I'm gonna be on my third
filled. I'm a country plowboy, not an urban cowboy.
a log cabin bunk bed. That's gonna be awesome. I hope you show it. I hope you can show it to us. Well, now you can just show it to me, I guess, if you don't want to show it to anybody on YouTube. So, oh yeah, so
I'm a pretty fair judge of the opposite sex.
yep, I remember that.
They may be from Waco.
Ooh, living on a huge farm. They got room for one more? Hee 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 hee. That's all I did all my life was farm and ranch work, you know. I'm kind of a livestock specialist, kind of a equipment operator specialist type dude. Yeah, for sure. You can do that. So you guys want to let me do another attempted light on the Kimberly? Oh. Let's get this done, man. Now I'm all lit up. I'll be right with you here. As soon as I dump that Tinder bundle in the stove, I'll catch up with your comments, okay? I never thought I'd be doing this many lives. I guess I got nobody else to hang out with, you know, so
Baseball's got a few.
life can be rather dull. Yeah, that's it. Ain't much left of me, but living the American dream. The American dream. Trump is gonna save us all. Just trust the plan, we'll all be living in a cage. Send your money for that 15-minute city. Do I really need it? F no. By the way, don't be fancy and be flipping your knife around and then catch it by the blade. Don't do that. It's like every 3 years I cut myself on a freedom fire, you know? Oh, wait a minute. Try some Fatwood shavings on there. American dream. We got no time for ourselves and more for old Jimmy. We're going crazy dreaming. The American dream. We're going crazy dreaming. Hey, it might work this time. The American dream. Hail to the chief. Hail to the chief. It's for all the chiefs out there. How about that? Oh, we got to turn this one up, don't you know? Yeah.
The preacher man says it's the end of time, and the Mississippi River, she's a going dry. The interest is up and the stock market's down, and you're only getting mugged if you go downtown. see a woman and the kids and the dogs and me. I got a shotgun, a rifle, and a four-wheel drive, and a country boy can survive. Country folks can survive. I can plow a field all day long. I can catch catfish from dusk till dawn.
I think we got it. Now I can catch up with you. Got to get the plastic eyeballs on so I can see you.
Too many things these old boys can't do.
Oh. Yeah, I think we got it.
Grow good old tomatoes and homemade wine, and country boy can survive.
Okay, what did I miss?
Folks can survive.
Jimbus Maximus.
Because you can't
Thoreau made it. There he is.
run. Those little old boys raised on shotguns. We say grace and we say man, if you ain't in the don't give a damn.
Oh, Daphne. It's such an honor to have you here, Daph. It's just amazing. So good to see you.
And we can skin a buck, we can run a trot line, and a country boy can survive.
I was being fancy and show offy with my D17 and well,
Friend in New York City.
yeah,
He never called me by my name, just Hillbilly.
I'm okay. It's all good.
My grandpa taught me how to live off the land, and his taught him to be a businessman. He used to send me pictures of the Broadway nights, and I'd send him some homemade wine.
Thanks, Daphne.
But he was killed by a man with a switchblade knife. For $43, my friend lost his life. I'd love to spit some beach nut in that dude's eyes and shoot him with my old 45, cause a country boy can survive. Country folks can survive. Cause you can't stop us out and you can't make them run. But you know boys raised on shotgun. We say praise, we say man.
Yeah, the Voyager. That's a good one.
North California and South Alabama and little towns all around this land. We can skin a buck and run a trot line, and a country boy can survive. Country folks can survive.
So yeah, that's my last two extra large Voyagers, Vaqueros with the S blade. So as Joe X would say, Jimbus, what's better than one Voyager?
All my round friends have settled down, and they seem to be
Two Voyagers. Ha 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 ha.
Nobody wants to get drunk and get loud. Everybody just wants to go back home. I myself have seen my wilder days.
Can't even see.
And I have
There, that's my serrated. That's my serrated Vaquero Voyager, extra large, of course.
But I need to find a friend just to run us around. But nobody wants to get high on the town.
Okay, Daphne, I got you.
And all my round friends have said,
Oh yeah, that full serrated. The Vaquero.
I think I know
Vaquero is just that blade right there. I think Lynn actually did a signature series. You did that's Lynn's favorite Voyager right there, the Vaquero. It's just that it's a lot. It's a lot like using a kukri, you know, the way that it digs in where it needs to dig in and it really bites. I love that S-curve blade. I just do. Oh yeah, yep. So one of my favorite processing knives. To get drunk on the town, and I forgot the words. My rowdy friends have settled down. Yeah, I think I know what my father meant when he sang about a lost highway. And Johnny Cash don't act like he did back in '68. And Chris, he is a movie star, and he moved off to LA. And nobody wants to get drunk and come on, get in there. And all my rowdy friends have settled down. Woo! And me and my rowdy friends just rowdy on down. Yeah, Daphne, she's busy. Better behave myself, says Daphne might. Nah, I highly doubt it. I highly doubt that Daphne's got my my live turned on in the background. You never know. We better behave ourselves. Oh, where were we? Oh, so what's better than two? What's better than two Voyagers? Three Voyagers. There you go, right there. If that's coming in clear, I don't know. Oh, finally got the Kimberly stove to light, or I got the Kimberly stove lit, and it's staying lit. Yep, that's just my regular. Well, they call this the large. They call this the large. As you saw, my other two models are extra. My other two numbers are. Other two Voyagers are. Daphne. Daphne's still in the chat. She's just an extra special chat now. People that want to meet me for real, they're like, email. I'm like, I can't find email. I can't make email work. Oh shoot, I don't have that kukri that I won from Cold Steel. Well, everybody that's here, you know which kukri I'm talking about. I ended up breaking it. It's the one that Stick and T actually cut with in the video. So yeah, it had some scuff marks on it, so they weren't lying to me, you know. Why would they, for one thing? And yeah, that was the actual kukri that they cut with in the video, and I tested it out here in the winter of North Dakota, in the cold, and I split firewood with that thing, heavy firewood with that thing for, well, like a month and a half. So yeah, I claim that what I did was almost the same kind of thing that Joe X does, right? And yeah, I busted that tang off. It snapped like a toothpick eventually. That's what happens if they're not built right. And if they're too brittle, they'll get metal fatigue stress fracture right where the tang meets the blade and snap just like a toothpick. And once again, I welded my own super heavy metal stick of steel on there, and then I crafted my signature D-guard, solid D-guard knuckle bow and top quillion. Welded that onto the blade, and to this day I cannot break it. I cannot get it to snap. I cannot get it to break. I've been trying to break the D17 for, it's going on 4 years. 4 years since those welds were done on my D17. So anyway, my claim to fame on the knife stuff. Oh, and I had my share of trolls show up too. You know, I had the super professional welders show up and tell me, your weld sucks. Your weld is gonna break. So you see that discoloring there and that discoloring over there. Well, I guess I proved that was a bunch of bullshit, because I haven't been able to break them. And if anything, I was gonna expect the D-guard kukri to break, because I did it with my old arc welder that I grew up with as a teenager. I grew up welding with that welder. It's an old Lincoln arc welder, and then the rods that I used, they weren't stored properly, so my welds were just terrible on that kukri. And I still just stuck it out, pun intended, with the stick welder. And I puddled and ground and puddled and ground, and then I got it solid. I mean, you seen me batoning. Yep. Yeah, I wasn't doing lives back in the shop back then. But if my welds were not strong enough, that kukri I should have snapped the handle off of that kukri by now. So if either of them do break, it's if they do break in the future, which it is possible, you never know. Okay, you can't be banging on a piece of metal that hard, you know, especially with severe cold temperatures and stuff. I tend to not do that anymore. But they should have broke by now. In my experience, I say, based on my experience, about a year of heavy pounding and batoning. If you're going to break a knife just doing that, you're going to break it within a year. Especially in the winter, with those cold temperatures, then you're gonna find your brittle defective heat treatment in the tang or whatever. And then yeah, I put that tang that I busted off of that kukri, I put that in the vise and I snapped it like a toothpick. And it was, you know, that part of the tang should not have had any stress fractures in it. But I mean, I won't say for sure. I won't say that for sure. I'm not a knife expert. I'm not a metal expert. I don't claim to be.
I'll never make claims that I can't back up. But yeah, that tang that I busted off of that kukri, I put that in the vise and I snapped that like a toothpick, just tapping on it with a hammer. They should not do that. There's no way a piece of metal that thick should not snap like a toothpick. Okay. You broke one up in the UP, huh? Yeah. Yeah, the extreme cold. I would say that's what's been my experience, Jimbus, is especially that extreme cold. And then this is my belief is if they did just happen to heat treat them a little bit too hard and a little bit too much on the brittle side, those particular models will probably snap like a toothpick. And yeah, I remember years ago I was researching that on Google, and I seen videos of guys that busted trail masters like that, and of course it was in the wintertime. So it's been my experience is that they've got they got poor quality models. They really truly don't have quality control, and they never did, even back when Cold Steel was good. Sure, they made a lot of great stuff, Cold Steel did, and I own a lot of their great stuff. But knowing what I know now, you truly have to test it to the limit before you know for sure. You have a blade and A2 that holds up, and that's all you use up there. Yeah. Yep. And that's what the experts have been telling us for years too, especially on knives. They say if you want to do that with a knife, well, you get your knife out there and you make sure that your knife does that. And if it doesn't do that, then you know. So, ironically, that the old beat up D17. Well, no, I got to give a shout out to Wyatt Hines. If I had to leave home with just one of my big buoys, if I just had to have one big Bowie knife, of course it's going to be the Wyatt Hines D-Boss. You're just going to have so much nicer edge and all around use of the knife. Whereas, let's face it, the Frontier Bowie knife from Cold Steel, it's basically, I'm just talking the blade now, so that would be the blade on my D17. It's a wood splitting maul, guys. Where is it? I'll get it out here. I'll get it out. We'll talk about it. It's got a nice cutting edge on it, but I'm just talking blade geometry. Because it's weapon oriented and it's got that Western sword fighting type idea behind it. You got that deep fuller right there. I've covered this on other live streams. You see how thick that spine is? Well, that rib, only that far away from your cutting edge, that's how much material that you have to push. That's how much material you have to drag through your cut right away. It's got that, it's just like an airplane that's not very aerodynamic. You know what I mean? It's just, you got all that thick material. And no, you don't want to grind that down. I mean, if you want to do that, go ahead. But you're not doing that with my knife. As far as like wood splitting and stuff, this is my favorite firewood splitting knife, just because of that wedge, that thick, that primary rib, I call it, right there where my thumb is. That thick primary rib. You feel that getting pounded into the firewood piece, and it's just like a splitting maul. It just starts splitting right away. It's a noticeable difference. It's really not a big deal. Yeah, I gotta admit, man, I'm proud of that D17. It's my proudest build. It's ugly. It's rough and tough. You can see me in my videos when I'm out when I'm splitting firewood with this thing. You don't care about scratching it. You don't care about breaking a handle scale or dinging up anything. You just drop it. You just flop it right on the ground or right on the splitting stump. Go on about your business. Yeah, Wyatt. If I was going to have it, of course, I was just talking with Wyatt today in the comments. And what I told Wyatt was, I said, I told him if I could only sell off enough of my old cold steel stock, I would absolutely be drawing the D17 out on a piece of cardboard and sending that to Wyatt. It's like, there you go, Wyatt. Copy that some bitch. And then he'd put a nice. I'd let him do. I'd let him do whatever he wanted to. Except I wouldn't want a sharpened swedge, because I would be intending it for rough camp use and firewood splitting and crazy shit like that. So I don't need a sharpened false edge. And the curve of this swedge on the Frontier blade, it's nice and smooth, and it doesn't chew up your baton because it's not a sharpened false edge. I like to leave it that way. But yes, it would be a lot of fun to let Wyatt copy one of these. That would be so freaking awesome. Oh man. So that's what I told him today. I said, yeah, if only I could afford to, I'd let you do one of those. So yeah, this one, I remember they advertised these in the catalog. They said they were $10.55. When they first came out, they were advertising that Frontier buoy as $10.55. And then either they changed it or they never labeled it correctly. And then they said it was $10.85. So I have no idea what this one is. I believe because it's so tough and because I have not broken the blade, it's probably $10.55. It's just my guess. And it's supposed to be because that's what they labeled them in the year that I bought this Frontier buoy. And yeah, this one broke right there in the Ricasso. That was the first break on it. Then I busted the tang off inside the S-guard socket. The tang busted off like a few months later. And then it was like half a year before I ever got the knife built. So that's the story of the knives. Oh, and for sure, yeah, Wyatt will do a kukri too. So that's also what I'd have him do, is that D-guard kukri that I got. And then, yeah, that kukri that I got from Stick and Tea in the video there that I won. That's that 52-100. It's just, if I remember correctly, I believe it's ball bearing steel. And then everybody thinks it's supposed to be this really awesome steel for a really good bargain price. Wyatt basically told me, well, that's really not a very good quality steel. Oh, that's why it's at such a bargain price. But anyway, as you can see in my videos, you know, the blade of that kukri, now welded to my custom handle. The blade of that kukri is freaking awesome. I mean, I'll baton the living hell out of that blade. It'll actually bend through knots. I'll stick the point in the chopping block, and give the knife a big old bend. I've been doing that for months now, no problem. So, and it sharpens up nice and it holds an edge really nice. So I have no complaints on the 52-100. The kukri blade anyway. I do have, obviously, well, I no longer have any complaints about the stupid freaking tang that must have been defective in either steel quality or heat treatment or whatever the hell was wrong with it, the way it snapped off like a toothpick. So I no longer have a problem with that either. I can weld. Cold steel can go fuck themselves. Trailmaster is a nice model. I love the Trailmaster. I got, let's see, the one on my tack vest is, the Trailmaster on my tack vest is SK5, and I've never had any problems with SK5. My good kukri, or my factory kukri that I still have, that's in SK5, and that's been a very good blade, and I don't expect that kukri to ever break. And I've done a lot of heavy batoning with that kukri. This is 01. I've never had a reason to dislike 01 steel either. Don't really make any difference to me. I don't really know what the difference is. Put a mustard patina on this one. Put a really nice mustard patina on the tack vest. Damn it, look what you've done to me. I swore I was never going to be a knife channel again. Good Lord, you got me sitting here like Donnie B. I got three Voyagers, a Trailmaster, the D17, a K-bar. Here's this. What do we got over here? We got this. We got to get out that Trailmaster. That Trailmaster in SK5 with that really beautiful patina. Yeah, man. there it is. And the brass guard is still tight on this one, whereas I got the brass guard on my 01 is all loose. Yeah, I really like my Trailmasters. I don't want to be rid of those either. If I'm lucky enough to break a Trailmaster, well, you know exactly what I'm going to do to that. Okay, Ryan, take care, man. Yeah. Oh, shit. Spend a whole year trying to break a Trailmaster so I can weld it into another D-guard Bowie knife. Like, no, I really don't need to do that. I'll bet you most of them are gonna prove to be unbreakable. I don't think you're gonna have an easy time breaking them. You know, it's unfortunate. You know, they got some defective ones. You know, that slip through the cracks, and a bunch of people end up with defective ones, myself included. Oh, and I've had a number of defective ones. I had a Chaos Kukri. This was back in my past YouTube life. I had a Chaos Kukri and I was batoning wood with it. Oh, I thought that thing was so cool. I loved that. Oh, wow. They made the Chaos with the big, huge Kukri blade. This is my last Chaos and I really like it. I've baton split firewood with this thing. I've batoned the hell out of it. You can see I wore all the finish off of that from baton and firewood, trying to break this baton and firewood. And I've seen guys break these. And I myself broke one of these. It just happened to be my kukri model. I had a kukri. I had this in the kukri style that they used to make. And I chipped out the edge, batoning through firewood. And then, yeah, I was gonna weld that edge back together. So I can get my doggone get my knife back in my shoulder holster here. Yeah, they do have that nice thick. They got a nice thick spine. I really like that on that Trailmaster. It's one of my favorite Tinder bundle or fire starting knives. That Trailmaster is. That Trailmaster will do everything. Just like my Wyatt Hines D-Boss will do everything. I could file a sharper spine on my Wyatt Hines D-Boss. I could file a sharper spine on it. That's the one thing I like about the Trailmaster. Super sharp spine. Man, you can shave those nice fine shavings into the tinder bundle and away you go. Oh yeah, I think I seen Joe X. He tested a Trailmaster in D2, I think it was. And for a while it looked pretty good, but he chipped that thing out pretty bad pretty quickly. It didn't go very far. And then I never finished my story on my my Chaos Kukri that I had. So I never really did anything with it. It was just kind of it was basically a wreck. So it just basically sat around for parts. I guess I still have the knuckle guard. It won't really work on one of these Tantos because the socket that the tang goes into is of course that's a lot larger, and it's shaped for, you know, the different blade models that they have. But anyway, I ended up doing a tribute to Joe X, and I basically torture tested what was left of my Chaos Kukri, and I tested it to destruction. And I even shot it. I shot it with my revolver. I shot that Kukri with 38s, and the blade would shatter like glass every time I hit it. And you'll see a lot of that on Joe X's videos, where some blades he'll shoot holes in, and some of them they will just break like a piece of glass. And that's just got to be due to you know, heat treatment and hardness and all that. So. Yeah, it is. It's getting time to shut her down. Thanks for being here, Jimbus. Take her easy. Okay.
Country music singers
Shall do.
have always been a real close family. But lately, some of my kinfolks have disowned a few others than me. I guess it's because I kind of changed my direction. Lord, I guess I went and broke their family tradition. Get on me, wanna know, Hank, why do you drink? Must you live out the song that you
All right, we'll have this kind of fun on the next one. Until then, take care, everyone. I'm Dead Wolf, and I'm out.
Everybody make my predictions. So if I get stoned, I'm just carrying on and old family tradition.